So this is the sound, the original sound. Now here's the improved one. So I saw this video here in YouTube comparing two acoustic guitar VST, and one of which is the one that you're seeing right now on your screen, which is the applied acoustic system. This is GS2, and this is their guitar modeling instrument. So he compared this one with another brand, which is the Ample Sound. And according to him, he prefers the sound of the other one compared to this. And as I saw in his demonstration, I would definitely agree with him. Now, what I'm trying to do here in this video is to give you a solution on how we can improve the sound of GS2 to sound it more like much closer, to how an acoustic guitar would sound like. I haven't tried it yet with the electric guitar, but I'm very much positive that this will also do. Maybe I can do that demonstration on the next video. But before I do that, before I show you the steps that I'm using, let me just explain what's the difference, between a AAS and how it's different from ample sound. Now for AAS, they're using a modeling technology. It's more like a synthesizer. So how the sound is being created is through simulation and computation. On the other hand, instruments like Ample Sound uses sampling. But I've also heard that they are somehow hybrid. So whenever I say hybrid, they are doing more than just doing a sampling. So it's like a combination of two. They are using sampling and they are also using modeling. And for instruments like AAS, who pretty much depending only on that modeling approach, I would say that's probably the reason why it doesn't sound as realistic, because they haven't sampled this to any real guitar or real acoustic guitar like the Amazon. But I'm not saying that all of the modeling instruments, sounds bad. If you are familiar with the brand or with the company Swam, they are also a modeling instrument company, but all of their instruments sound, I would say, better. Now, let me proceed demonstrating first how AAS sounds like by itself. Okay, so let me just choose a here. Maybe this one. I tried that. So I'm using the acoustic guitar version of this one. So here's how it sounds like by itself. All right. Let's choose a strumming. Maybe this one. All right. Okay. Somehow it sounds good, fairly, but you can hear that if you're an acoustic guitar player, you're aware that the sound of an acoustic guitar comes from its body. Well, most of it, that resonating part of the top of the acoustic guitar. This one somehow sounds good, but if you're also going to turn off all of its effects, the equalizer, the compressor, and the reverb, just the dry sound, it sounds like this. There's no body sound. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so that is the problem that I'm trying to solve here. So what I have here on the other side is I have the old version of Revolver. So this is a if you're familiar with amplitude, things like that, or positive grid. Um, this is what it's all about. It's a guitar effects, it has amplifier cabinets and everything. But this one is an old version. And by the way, the PV Electronics already stopped making and supporting this software. So I still have it with me. I'm not sure, like way back, probably more than 10 years ago. But don't lose hope, even though they already stopped supporting or making this plugin. Headrush created the fifth version, or the Revolver 5. But this is the one that we're going to use. But we're not going to use the effects here. We are not going to use any distortions or amplifiers or anything. Revolver has a built-in, I would say, like a cloning technology. They call it the ACT, the ACT. So it's an audio cloning technology. So what it does actually is it's going to capture the sound of your acoustic guitar or your electric guitar, create a profile of that sound, and they would give you like a clone version, So it's like, if you're familiar with Sonable, they have this AI um, uh, equalizer, that it would listen to your track for a period of time. And then when it's done profiling your sound, it will give you a EQ curve to have it corrected depending on what you're targeting. If you are targeting um, an electric guitar or an acoustic guitar, so it gives you that EQ curve on how that equalizer had been trained to. So it's kind of similar of what Revolver here is doing. Okay. So here's what we are going to do. We are going to capture the sound to make a profile of this instrument, this drum, or the GS2. And we're going to use the cloning technology to make GS2 sound like a more realistic guitar. So to do that, I just have here like some MIDI wherein it would be sweeping from open fret to 12 fret for this instrument. So to do that, let's activate Revolver. Let's record a new file. Oops. And there you go. Okay, so it's asking now to save that profile by giving it a name. I'll just name it test, then done. Right. Okay, so we have saved the profile for our instrument. Now let's select a model here. So I will just probably use this auditorium style. I will use this warm strumming and click this button. Now let's give it a try. All right, as you can see, you can now hear the body. Um, it's not that harsh anymore. It's no longer that mid-rangey. It gives more a lower end of your instrument. Now let's use that MIDI clip that we've started with and compare it. I'll turn it on and off and compare how much improvement it gave to GS2. So I'll turn it off first. So this is the sound, the original sound. Now here's the improved one. And oh, by the way, you can adjust. In Reaper, they have here like a level effect. I forgot I set up to 76%, but I can also turn it to 100%. But within the plugin itself, in Revolver 4, they also have here the effect blend. So if I'm not sure with the other DAW, they don't have, they might not have this one. But even if you know, don't have access to that one, uh, Revi- Revolver has this effect blend. Okay, so I'll adjust it on this one rather than doing it here. So let's do that. All right. So there you go. I'm hoping it's also so happened that you are also one of the user, of this GS2 plugin. And I'm hoping that this video could also help you. Again, Revolver 4, this is already a stock. Again, I'm just lucky to still have it with me on my old laptop. But then again, if you are also interested in how to download, the current version of this, you can still go to Headrush and look for Revolver 5. I know they allow you to use it for free, but there are just some limitations. I'm not here to promote any company or anything. I'm not affiliated with AAS or Headrush or Revolver. Okay, I'm just sharing with you things that also help me, especially in creating writing music. So thank you. I'll see you then on the next video. Bye for now.